It's all just fun and games. Chill, dude.
Oh boy, it's been a week in Miss Amber's world again. People getting accused of leaking cookie video, another drama with Alexis, Emily visiting, and has there been other things as well? I don't even care. But one thing I have noticed, rarity is a thing in the past. I'm telling you again, she either never went missing or one of Emily's dogs did something to her and now they are hiding things. Apparently Alexis offered to help finding the kid but Amber declined the offer. Best pet mum ever. But we aren't about the events of today, no sir, we are still stuck in the past. I'm trying to get through the January of 2014 as quickly as possible, so here's another long video for you dudes. I hope you appreciate my struggles. I'm getting grey hairs here.
Buckle up, pumpkin. We are going for a ride.
Life with Amberlynn, the 14th of January, 2014. The 15th of January, 2014.
I'm about to make breakfast. It's gonna be something simple. It's just gonna be 2 pieces of celery and one of these. It is a natural creamy peanut butter spread. One little packet of it for 250 calories. And yeah, so that's what that looks like. I got this at Walmart if you're curious. It's just for 250 calories, you get all that. And it's natural, so that's what I plan on having, but I just wanted to let you guys know because I've been like failing at letting you guys know what I'm having for breakfast because I always forget, so I figured I'd tell you today.
Celery and peanut butter, the breakfast of champions, truly. Again, she's wasting her calories on things that won't keep her satisfied for long. Why not have that egg thing she had the other day for under 200 calories instead?
So I know whoever's watching this watches my daily vlogs, but I don't know if you watch like my exercise or whatever, but I'm doing the elliptical every day for 100 days and my girlfriend doesn't really like doing the same thing every single day and she hasn't done the elliptical at all, but she does her own exercises when I exercise. Okay, so how do I even say such a thing? She's obsessed with Rock Band. Okay, I'm sure some of you know this. And I asked her today, well, she comes in our bedroom and she's like, I use the chair for the exercise. And I was like, oh, okay, so you did squats, your legs must hurt. And she's like, no. And I'm like, what were you doing? Doing like chair dancing, like stripping or something? So she's like, yeah. And then she was totally joking, that's a joke. But anyways, so I was like, so what'd you do? And then for like 20 minutes, I'm like begging her to tell me and she won't tell me. And I'm just like, I won't make fun of you. And she's like, yeah, you will. And I was like, no, I won't make a face reaction. So my face was like nonchalant. And then when she told me, I lied. I could not stop laughing. This is what she did as an exercise. She's like, I used those. And she's looking at the Rock Band drums. And I'm like, you played Rock Band for your exercise? I'm sorry. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, And she's like, in between each song, I got up and did like jumping jacks or squats or like arm punches or something. And then I'm like, no, but really? I wish you guys could have heard the conversation. It was legit the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. But it's clever. And you should see her poor little face right now. She's looking at me like chocolate. No. I must say, I'm proud of her. That's clever because she legit just, what's the word? Comprehended? That is not the word. She connected? I don't know the word. It's like not coming to me. She made it to where something boring and stupid and agonizing turned into something fun. So that's like an idea for you guys.
How nice of her to make fun of Kay but then try to turn it around as a great advice moment she wanted to share with us. Not everyone likes exercising, and if there's a way to get your sweated this way, then what's the harm? Amber's need to make herself look superior is exhausting. You aren't better than Kay, you 1,000,000 times worse.
This weekend when I went to the store, I found these. They're family size, all natural aged white cheddar popcorn. I already had them the other night and they're delicious. For 2.5 cups is 150 calories. The fat is 9. Protein is 3, fiber is 2, and I want to show you how much 2.5 cups are, or if you're weighing it as 28g, I'm going to show you that.
For someone as smart as Amber, it still baffles me she doesn't understand grams. It's not 29 protein, it's 29 grams of protein in 100 grams. It's really not that difficult. But I'm European, so maybe that's why. Why don't raccoons have their nutrition information in ounces BTW? How does that make any sense? You don't use grams either way, so why make nutritional information in grams? Maybe I'm the dumb one here.
So that is 2.5 cups. It might be actually a little less because when I do the 0.5 cups, I always just put a little less than an actual cup. But that's a lot.
That is a lot, but I don't know. I think I could eat the whole bag.
Along with my popcorn, I'm having a serving of hummus, a serving of carrots, and one of these. This was 70 calories, this is 70 calories, not 35. So the snack is less than 300 calories.
That's our proper meal again. Why waste your calories on stuff like this when you could have a good hearty meal instead? This is exactly why I don't count calories. How disappointing to know few carrots, popcorn and tiny bar and hummus come to 350 calories. Give me a burger instead. 1:15:14 weigh-in, day 15/365, the 15th of January, 2014.
Hello everybody, here I am with my famous daily weigh-in. So today is day 15 out of 365 days, January 15th, 2014. I'm sure you all know this, but I felt like telling you anyway. So as most of you know, you guys know that my scale has been acting kind of weird for me. Don't know why, but it is. But I think the great part about this weird little scale problem is that the numbers still keep coming down, and that is what is important.
But is the weight actually coming down, or is she just choosing to interpret it that way? Amber is later in life going to admit she's more than willing to lie about her weight loss in order to save face, so that might be what's going on here. She's pretending to lose weight, giving out fake numbers and hopes for the best she'll eventually get the weight down and comes clean. We'll never know.
Let's get to my weigh-in. I was quite shocked, but I believe it. Yesterday, I think I ate the least I've eaten. I was below calories by almost 100, but I think it was probably more than that because I think I might have overestimated on a few things, so that's alright.
I get overestimating your calories makes you feel safe, but it's not going to work in the long run. Sure, the weight might be coming off quicker than planned, but it might also ruin your attempts on losing weight. If your goal is to have 1,800 calories and you keep eating 1,500, eventually you won't be able to sustain your diet and you'll only end up binging out of hunger. Amber, why count calories if you were going to half-force it?
The scale did mess up a little bit, but it was going down a lot and it's awesome. So I chose a number that I saw more often, which was closer to another certain number that I saw more often. I don't even know if this makes sense, but anyway, this is pretty accurate. We will see what my weigh-in is tomorrow to see if it is even more accurate, but I'm more than positive this is accurate because I will not be telling you guys a weight that isn't true, trust me. So yesterday I weighed in at 364.6. Today I weighed in at 361.0, which is down 3.6.
Yeah, you know, hitting an even number and suddenly losing a huge amount makes me question if it's legit or not. It could be, it might be, but with what I know about her and her lies, it just might be another lie for all we know.
And I told you guys last week that I won't be telling you how much I lose in a full week, but I decided to give it a try, so I'm gonna do it again. Last week I was down 8.2 in one full week. This week is 6.2. I'm so freaking happy.
That is impressive, but with us knowing her scale's been messing up, she's just choosing what weight she believes is true. How accurate is this actually? If I would be weighting myself and the scale would be messing up, I wouldn't weight myself. I wouldn't hop on, look at 15 different numbers and choose one for my liking. Instead, I would try every once in a while if the scale works again, if not then wait for another day. But I for sure wouldn't just pick a random number and try selling it to my audience as factual information of my progress. 100 Days of Movement Day 3, the 15th of January, 2014. I
gotta be honest, dreading it just as I was yesterday. I literally go to sleep at night depressed that I have to wake up and ride Nora. Like, Nora, find somebody else. Nora, please don't leave me.
Comedian Lynn in the house, y'all. She's so funny.
But here we are, about to do this again for 20 minutes. Bleh. As you can tell, I'm not very enthusiastic every single day. But you know what makes this kind of great? Even if I come on here and film a video for you, and I'm literally like this. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And then I hop on the elliptical and do it. Now that should inspire. Sometimes I feel like people who are honest on their videos and they're like, I really hate exercising, I really don't want to do this, but I'm doing it anyways. I feel like those are the people who inspire me the most because they're still doing it even though they don't want to. And that's me. I'm doing this even though I don't want to, and it's gonna help me in the long run, and that's what I keep thinking about. As much as I'm feeling lazy right now, Nora's more important. Nora's more important. And I need to spend my quality time with her. You guys all know this.
Why is she talking as if we need to know this but not her? Everyone knows exercise is an important part of healthy life, and moving your body while trying to lose weight is a good idea, but it's not a must. If your diet is good enough, you will lose weight. Exercising in a way that you hate is not ideal. Moving in a way you enjoy is much better than forcing yourself to do something you absolutely dread every single day. Much like Kay, she plays her video games and moves between the songs. That's way more beneficial in the long run than what Amber is doing.
Here we go. Today I went 0.918 miles. Today I felt like I was going at a good speed. I'm a lot more out of breath than usual, as you can probably tell. On here it says I burned 105 calories, but it does not know my weight. My FitnessPal says if I do the elliptical for 20 minutes, I actually burn 480 calories. So that's that.
Imagine burning over 400 calories in 20 minutes and not loathing that. Insane that she would eventually stop using Nora. Guarded war but speaks mind. The 15th of January, 2014.
So today's question is, do you speak your mind? Okay, let's get real. I can be a biatch. No, I'm joking. I don't want you guys to think that about me. But I'm a very, very opinionated. Sometimes it does get me in trouble, and I do speak my mind. I kind of grew up with a hard shell on me, a big wall up, a guard in a way, and I was ready to pretty much knock anyone down. Like, what is this fuzz that I just took off my shirt?
Amber is so heavily focused on having people see her the way she wants to be seen, but forgets people will make their own opinion of her based on what they are shown. She says she can be a B-word but doesn't want us to see her like that. Then don't be like that. Imagine wearing the color blue every day and when people point it out you get mad and start screaming you never wear blue. Amber chooses what she shows us. She chooses what she keeps in her videos and what she cuts out. She is the narrator, editor, videographer. But still, people can see through her masks more or less. She might be able to fool her friends, family and other acquaintances, but she's not smart enough to fool this big of an audience.
When I was growing up, I was ready to, knock anyone down who wanted to knock me down. That is a very, 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 very bad way to put it. But what I mean is, if someone was gonna, kind of like come at me, I was gonna, stand my ground, whether that's speaking my mind or not. I tried to speak my mind through any occasion, whether it's, a debation of opinions. I will speak my mind and, be truthful. I feel like if I have something to say, I need to say it, and that's just how I am.
If you always choose to react with anger and violence to other people's disrespect, that are your problem. Don't let yourself get bullied, but many times people aren't as hurtful as you think they are. Sometimes people are just plain dumb and don't think of their own actions might affect others. Showing compassion and understanding can often solve many of life's problems, not always but sometimes. And if it is bullying you are facing, it's again much better to show class and professionalism in a situation than to go and attack. But sometimes you might need to throw a punch. Also, stating you always speak your mind. You don't always have to. Sometimes your thoughts can just stay with yourself. Again, I know Amber is still young here and there's a lot growing up she needs to do, but just as a note for others as well, not every thought needs to be said. Take it from me, on my channel of nothing but my thoughts that definitely need to be put out in the universe.
But there comes a time and a place for any type of mind speaking, because it honestly depends on the company, it depends on the subject. I'm not going to be sitting there with someone who just had an abortion and speak my mind upon it, whether I agree or not, because I feel like that's inappropriate, it's rude, and it's disrespectful. Or if, that's just an example. What's another one? Like if someone is a prostitute and they're talking about it, I'm not going to sit there and be like, this is how I feel, whether I agree or not. Sometimes it's just, in certain cases, it is better to kind of, have your mind running, but kind of close your mouth, because that can get you in trouble. And I've been in places like that before.
Okay, so she recognizes that herself already. Excellent, good job. I wonder if she actually means that, or if she's just thinking that's how she is. But
I try not to be that type of person anymore, because I like to be respectful of people's feelings and respectful of people's thoughts. But for the most part, yes, I do speak my mind. But like I said, there's a time and a place for everything. So let me ask you guys, do you speak your mind? Please, 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 please leave your comments down below. Tell me when you do and when you don't. And I cannot wait to read the comments.
Do I speak my mind? Yes, I do. But this is a loaded question. In what settings are we talking about? I might not speak my mind when it comes to myself and standing up against others, but I will speak up for others and justice I feel. I can't stand bullying, but I find it easier to recognize when someone else gets bullied and stand up for them than to recognize when I'm getting bullied and stick it back to them. Whoops, weigh-in mistake. The 16th of January, 2014.
Hi everybody. Okay, so I made like a terrible mistake with my weigh-in. I added wrong. Well, no, I didn't add wrong. It's just I forgot what my weight was last Wednesday. I feel really stupid, so this video is just me kind of clarifying something. I said that I lost 6.2 pounds this week, but that's actually not true. I'm actually down 7.8 this week. So no, not 6.2, it's 7.8. I just wanted to like clarify, because that's like a big difference, and I did the work to get the result, and this is like partly weight loss channel, so I figured I'd let you guys know. So that's not 14 pounds down in 2 weeks, that's actually 16 exactly. So 16 pounds down in the first 2 weeks of January, and I kind of just wanted to say that. So I hope you guys are watching this so you guys know that I accidentally messed up. Whoops. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you aren't smiling, smile. Bye.
Again with the even number, it's us to me. Life with Amberlynn, the 15th of January, 2014. The 16th of January, 2014.
So today's breakfast is Special K Nourish, the maple brown sugar crunch. We have a lot of the Quaker oatmeals, but we wanted to kind of get this one out of our cupboards because we had it for a while, and a banana, which I am going to cut off the ends, throw those away because I don't like the ends, and cut it up and put it in here like so. Like my girlfriend's already doing, so that's what breakfast is.
You forgot your Pepsi, babe.
I just kind of wanted to show you guys something. I've had this fortune cookie fortune on my mirror for about 2 years now, and I just kind of wanted to show it to you guys. It says, there is no secret to success except hard work. I get to look at that fortune every single day and reminds me that I need to, you know, put in the hard work to get success. And I think it's really great to have a quote or something up on your mirror or somewhere that you look every single day, whether it's a refrigerator or the door to your bedroom or whatever. It's kind of like a great reminder that, you know, you can do this, whether it's a quote about life or your journey. You know, it could be about anything, and I think it's a really good motivator.
She hasn't worked hard for anything in her life. She went from taking advantage of one person to the next, living the easy life to YouTube where she doesn't even work hard with her edits. And hey, I'm just hating here. I'm jealous she found a way to make easy money, but her price is hefty. Her health. She sold her life for easy money and never even questioned it. That I'm not jealous for.
Pardon me for the crinkling noise. I'm making onion right now. Onion is definitely one of my favorite things to make with stuff. Onion's delicious, low calorie, great taste. Anyways, why I'm really filming is because my girlfriend's dad just told me he notices the weight I've lost already this year, and it meant so much to me, that it's like noticeable. And I mean, to me, that matters a lot, that it's noticeable.
Am I the only one to notice Amber is super weird about K's dad? His comments are always the most important ones for her. She keeps bringing him up in ways that make me a little uncomfortable. Either it's daddy issues or she wants to be K's mum, allegedly.
And the fact that he like told me that, I don't know, it made me really happy. And he told me that, you know, this is my time to lose weight and stuff, and I don't know, just felt like sharing that while I'm cooking. But anyways, yeah, just wanted to...
Am I crazy? Does she have a little crush on Daddy K? She acts so weird with men, as we'll see when we get to Beck era in 10 years. How Amber would be around Eric is very reminiscent of this.
So this is what I'm having for lunch today. It's a half a can of little mini corn, like little mini, half of an onion, half of a can of lentils, and half of a can of seasoned black eyed peas. And this is actually the first time I've ever had black eyed peas, but all this mixed together tastes delicious. The other half of the cans are over here. What are you doing on your phone, girl? No drink. But that is what we're having for 461 calories, I think.
400 calories off mush. Yeah, give me a burger instead.
So this is what I'm having for dinner tonight. It's a chicken pecan, roasted chicken in a maple bourbon sauce with white and wild rice, pecan, sweet potatoes, apples, and cranberries. It looks so good. I've never had this one before. It's 320 calories. So here it is.
That doesn't look half bad. I would eat it if chicken didn't gross me out in TV dinners. And it's 320 calories. For Amber to claim she's the queen of healthy cooking and she knows nutrition better than anyone, her home-cooked meals are literal trash. They are filled with empty calories, mushy texture, and sadness. Poor Kay having to put up with her.
So this is my snack for tonight. It's a full apple, natural Jif to-go peanut butter, and a serving of popcorn.
What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
So my girlfriend and I are very weird, don't ask, but we like to write in this journal together, and I told her to draw her life, and this is what she drew. I'm about to show you. This is her with the Rock Band guitar, with her Ninja Moose. There is Ringo playing with a paper ball. Smokey is eating. There I am, with the bun on top of my head, makeup, a nose piercing, and snake bites. So there I am.
And you're fine.
I'm not done. Calm down. And then there's Charlie on my shoulder. And I'm filming with my phone, so that's what that is. There's Monkey with a chew toy or food or something. There's her dad. I'm sorry, that was funny. And it says, get some socks on. Because since it's cold here, he always tells us to put socks on so we don't get sick. And then there's her mom on her cell phone because she's always on her phone. But the overall picture kind of looks something like so. Sorry if it's blurry.
Yeah, Kay isn't your average 20-year-old, I can tell you that much. Not to be shady, but that looks like something a 5-year-old would draw. 1/16/14 weigh-in, day 16/365, the 16th of January, 2014.
So before I get to my weigh-in, I just want to say that I talked about this before, and again, this is a TMI subject, so if you don't want to listen, pause it. I don't know. But I said before how I have weird, very very unnormal, probably very unhealthy period cycle, and I have been told by several people that it's probably PCOS. I have never been tested for it, and I don't really want to be tested for it yet, because I feel like what is that going to do to me if I know or if I don't, because I know quite a few people, surprisingly, who do have PCOS, and I mean, the only thing it really affects is their period cycle. It's not like you die from it.
Oh, you don't even know what you're in for in 7 or 8 years. Girl, don't you wish now you would have gotten them checked before?
Yesterday I weighed in at 361.0, and today I weighed in at 361.4, so that's up 0.4. I am like okay with that. Like, you guys don't even know. Normally I'd be like, oh, it dies. Okay, sorry, that was TMI again. Normally I'd be, you know, very sad about that, very, you know, let down, but I feel like I'm more so let down than the fact that I'm a girl and I have to deal with girly things like messed up periods.
Absolutely, your period can have an effect to your weight, but see how much calmer she is when she can find something to blame her weight gain on. Girl, you messy.
Yeah, I feel good even though it's a 0.4 gain. I feel like what I'm not gonna like is if I do start my period and it stays with me for a very long time, then I know I will be gaining weight from it. And that, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it, to be honest. I just don't know.
This is why you don't weigh yourself daily, especially if your head can't handle it. Do a weekly or monthly weigh-ins instead. Or better yet, do something completely different. Measure yourself, feel how your clothes fit your body. Anything but this causes a trigger. But Amber knows best, she always does.
If I do start my period, I will not be doing weigh-ins. So I'm just letting you guys know, because I do not want to see that, because I feel like it'll kind of help me in a way if I'm on my period and in my head I'm like, oh yeah, I'm losing weight, wink wink, but we know I'm not. I feel like in a way it'll help me if I don't see on the scale that I am gaining, and I feel like if I see that I'm gaining, I'm just gonna want to give up, because I feel like I'm going through all this calorie counting. That gets very overwhelming and stuff like that. So I just feel like if I don't check my weight, then I feel better and I'll do better. I don't even know. So
exactly. That's how it usually goes for people. That's why I hardly ever weigh myself. What's the point when it's only going to affect me negatively? There is literally no positive to weighing yourself. 100 Days of Movement Day 4, the 16th of January, 2014.
Hello everybody, welcome to day 4 of my 100 Days of Movement. I gotta be honest, today is by far the worst day because I really don't want to do this. I am being completely honest. I do not want to do this at all.
I don't think she has once actually wanted to do this. Every time she complains she doesn't want to do this, how she forces herself, how she is happy afterwards. We get it. Get on with it or find something else to do. Girl, stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
Yeah, I did it, and let's please take a moment to embrace. I did a mile. I didn't even try. It came natural, and that is all I wanted, for me to be able to do a mile without pushing myself, because that means I am changing, and I am changing to be a better me.
She's taking baby steps but acting as if she leaped a mile. Calm down, take your time to progress and get better. For someone who needs to complete things immediately, I think she would benefit of a trainer who could give her realistic small goals. Or maybe she would just complete the first one and be done with it. I really don't know. Nothing seems to work with her when it comes to motivation. Not hard love, soft love, patience, support, holding accountable. Nothing just works for her.
I told you guys yesterday that I wanted to be able to eventually do a mile without even trying, because I feel like without even trying proves that I'm getting better because I can just do it naturally, and I did. I didn't even try, and it's I'm so proud, yay!
She gave herself a goal a few days ago and already completed it. That's not a goal, at least to me it isn't. It's not a goal to say I want to save €2 and do it in 2 days. Or if that is a goal, it's not ambitious enough to keep you motivated long term. There's a fine balance with goals, I feel. Money is a great example. Say you have a year and you want to save money. Instead of saying I want to save €10 this year and doing it in a week, or saying I want to save €100,000 this year and not being able to do it, there should be a balance there. You know what I mean? Saying you want to save €120 this year, saving €10 a month is doable without being overwhelming or overambitious. Same should be with Amber. Instead of saying she wants to go a mile in 20 minutes without trying, say she wants to go 5 miles in 60 minutes. And little by little that's what she could start working on. First get that 1 mile in 20, then try 2 miles in 30 minutes, then try hitting 3 miles in 30 minutes, etc. Small goals that led to a bigger one. But no, she's just going to settle with this one and give up now that her goal has been reached. And she's only done it once. My coming out story, the 17th of January, 2014.
Hi everybody, so as you can tell by the title, this video is about my coming out story. I'm sure all of you know by now that I am a lesbian. And this is my story.
This, in fact, is not Amber's coming out story but Case's. Mr. Snowflake interviewed him about this and turned out Amber with no hesitation stole his story and used it as her own. She does still deny it, even going as far as to involve her mother in her lie, but I believe Casey when he says it's his story, not Amber's. I doubt we'll ever learn Amber's story. Maybe there isn't one.
When I was a little girl, I want to say about 7, I honestly didn't know the difference between liking a male or a female. I remember even at that age, I would, kiss little girls. I know that's so weird, but I mean, I guess the girls I kissed didn't know that that was really bad or sinful or anything like that, and, it felt normal.
Oh gosh, I don't feel like having to explain why that is, but here goes. Children aren't sexual beings. Kissing isn't sexual, sensual, nothing. It can be, but not with children. It's absolutely normal to kiss your friends, be them girls or boys, no matter what your sexuality turns out to be when you're older. With Amber, it's always scary talking about children. She has uncomfortable viewpoints.
I never really kissed little boys when I was younger, but I did have crushes, and I never did, my parents never saw me having crushes on little girls. I'm trying to find words to word this, but they never saw me having crushes towards little girls, but they always saw me liking, boys and stuff. And I got taken away from my parents, put into foster care at the age of 9, and through that I, formed major crushes on boys. I know I was young, but I did, and I also liked girls. My crushes for the boys were known, very clearly known, because I tell everybody that's just how I was. But I didn't really speak upon crushes for girls because, as at the age of 9 and 10, I didn't really hear other same genders liking each other. And plus, I was a little kid. I don't even know. It was never known.
I do remember in my youth you would be made fun of being gay. There wasn't much representation back then. I'm glad that's not the case anymore and that people are more accepting and understanding. Can't wait for being anything other than straight to be so normalized it doesn't need to be viewed as something needing to be accepted or understood. It just is.
And then I got put into a group home at the age of 10 or 11, and when I turned 11, I had my first real kiss from a girl, I guess. I don't even know how to describe that, because supposedly we were dating. I know I was super young, but when you're young, you think you're dating. But we've considered each other girlfriends, and so she was my first real kiss. I still remember her name, and we're still friends, but we rarely talk. I was really young, and when I started realizing that maybe something was wrong with me, the fact that not only did I like boys, but I also liked girls, was when I was living in that group home. The staff acted as if I was taboo, because they did know that I had a girl relation, and they kind of acted weird about it, and I felt like, what is wrong? And that is when I started really wondering what is wrong, and I did not want my parents knowing at all.
That's a very odd way of telling her story. Her first relationship and kiss, being outcasted by the staff, and they're growing this guilt and shame not wanting to tell your parents you like girls. A little sus again, but sure. Go on, what happened next?
But from the ages of 11, 12, 13, I had a lot of girl and guy crushes, and I did kiss quite a few girls, but it was more like not real kissing. I don't really know how to explain it, but I always kept it from my parents. And when I was about 13, I got put back in my home with my parents for a 6-month trial to try living with them again. And during that time, I was older, I was growing wiser, and I was starting to understand things better. And I would hear my father saying really bad things about gay people. He would say how it was gay black men who created AIDS. He would say horrible names like faggot and dyke and just really mean things. And sometimes he would say, "Thank God my children aren't gay." And it hurt. It really did.
Why repeat things your father said like this? I know, it's her story time, but if my dad had been hurtful and bigoted like that, I most certainly would not be repeating those out loud. Stating my dad's an idiot and a bigot would be enough. I wouldn't want to repeat those kinds of things.
And as I grew older and older, I knew for a fact, for sure, I liked girls. I had girlfriends, and, all my friends knew that I was bisexual from the ages from 14, 15, 16, and they all knew, and my parents still didn't. I did not want them to know. I wasn't gonna let them.
You knew you liked girls, but your friends knew you were bi? Okie dokie. Personally, I don't think it's parents' business of knowing what your sexuality is. It's nobody's business other than yours, but I also understand the need of being seen and accepted, but not from people who could harm you. You don't need acceptance from those.
My mom never spoke upon same sex relations. I never heard her say anything about it, so I never really thought that telling her would be bad, but I was still really scared. Okay, so when I was 16, I liked a girl a lot more than, you know, just a little crush. I thought I was in love. You know how that is, you guys. Don't act like you don't. You think you're in love, but you're really not. That was just a little high school thing. As that was happening, I did have a lot of guy crushes. I had a lot of boyfriends and things like that. And, you know, none of them were super serious. A few got serious, but none were that serious. But all my friends thought of me as a very boy crazy type of girl and stuff like that.
I hate the stereotype of you're only a lesbian because no man wants you, but with Amber it might not be too far off. I'm not questioning her sexuality per se, I'm just saying she might not be as much of a lesbian as she wants people to think she is. I think she still has hots for men, maybe she's just scared of them. Whatever it might be, I don't think she's just a lesbian, she just might be bi.
But there was this one girl, and it was long distance. I met her online somehow. I have no idea. I still remember her name. Her name was Brandy, and the only reason why I remember her name is because I was writing a letter to my friend about her saying how I do like this girl, and I don't know how to tell my mom, I don't know how to tell my parents if I like her this much. I feel like she shouldn't be a secret, and just all this stuff. And the note, I guess I never ended up giving it to my friend, and I left it in my pants pocket, and my mom did my laundry. You can only—
I don't remember how Casey's story went exactly, but Amber's story makes absolutely no sense. She had a crush on a girl, decided to write to her friend about it, how she doesn't know how to tell her parents, who she has now multiple times stated she didn't want to tell she likes girls, and then leaving that letter, in her pants pocket. Girl, I need to watch Casey's story again cause guys makes zero sense.
Imagine what happened there. But I did not find out till months later that my mom read that note, because during one argument I was telling her, I was actually in tears, telling her that she doesn't know everything about me. She doesn't know, you know, everything that she thinks she knows, and I was just yelling at her, and the whole time I was saying that in my head I was thinking of the fact that I like girls and I'm hiding it every single day of my life in torture, as my father says horrible things about gay people. But my mom right then and there said, I know you like women, and that is exactly what she said. She says, I know you like women, and I was like, whoa, what makes you think this? How do you know this? And she told me about the letter, and she showed it to me, and she kept it to me. I could not stop crying. I was shocked. I was like, oh my god, what is even happening right now? And she took it so well, though.
No, this doesn't sound real. Her mum read her letter, then kept it hidden long enough to now pull it out in an argument as an aha moment, only to then be super supportive? Then why use it as an argument piece? Why keep the letter hidden for a long time, not ask her about her feelings, if she has crushes on anyone, slowly trying to show support naturally, etc. But then when you are agreeing and Amber is yelling, you don't even know me, mum, with her mum being actually, I do. I know you are a lesbian. How does that work? It's a lie. It's her stealing Casey's story and using it as her own. How sad must your life be? You have to steal someone else's coming out story. Truly pathetic.
I had explained to her that no, I don't just like women, I am bisexual, and so she tried to make it funny, and she's like, you know, sometimes I think women are hot too, you know, she was just joking, and I told her to promise me to not tell my dad, because I wasn't sure how he was going to handle it. So as I had more boyfriends and girlfriends, I never really, you know, had my girlfriends around my home when I was living with my parents, but I did bring my boyfriends around sometimes, which was awkward just the same. But
her dating history is a long one, yet she only counts Casey as her first ever relationship, as she and him were adult by the end of it. But her casually dropping how she had so many boyfriends and girlfriends sounds again sus. Okay, you dated as a teen, who cares? Move on.
So, how did my dad find out? I honestly don't remember. I think he kind of just knew. I think my mom told him, to be honest, and I never heard him say anything bad about gays. It was strange. It's like he changed, but he didn't even treat me different, which that's what I was afraid of the most, that he would treat me different because I was bisexual. Years went on, and I was 17, 18, and I had a more serious relationship with a girl that I told my dad about. It was another online relationship. Seems like the online ones are more serious with me.
Good about her dad changing his viewpoints and being accepting, but boy, what a radical change to go from blaming people of causing STDs and wishing your children wouldn't turn out gay to suddenly being accepting and stopping with his hate. Very progressive, I feel. Maybe he grew a heart double the size. About her online dating, on the other hand, what does she mean? They seem to be more serious. Of course they are. When people aren't next to you, you don't share space with them, they are more tolerable. When you need a break, you can just have one. You keep missing each other, only seeing what they want you to see. Wasn't she a huge fan of Catfish? She should know this.
And I told him that I was going to meet her in person and this and that, and you know, he really didn't think anything bad of it. And I think what helped too is him and my mom ended up separating, and he found another girlfriend who was also bisexual. So I think she kind of, you know, taught him that it's not bad to be gay, it's not a bad thing, it's not something you even choose. So as time went on, I ended up moving out of state, and now every time I talk to my dad, which is so rare, it has nothing to do with the fact that I like girls, but every time I talk to him now, he always calls my girlfriend a friend, and then he laughs. It's his way of joking, but it's his way of showing me that he accepts me, and that is what I love more than anything, the fact that my family accepts me. Every single one of my family members accept me, and I appreciate that so much. But
that's great. For having a family that's so dysfunctioning and with a sad past, this is really great to hear. At least her sexuality isn't an issue.
yeah, I kept saying how I was bisexual, but no, I'm not. I'm actually a lesbian. When I turned 18 and moved out of state, I moved to Oklahoma, by the way, if you guys are curious, which you're probably not. I started realizing more that guys were just not my cup of tea. I didn't really, like, I don't want to be too TMI in this video, but sexually, no. So, after some time went on, I honestly was debating whether or not if I should just come out as a lesbian, because everyone knew me as bisexual, and I was kind of like scared all over again of what people would think if I was full lesbian.
I don't get it. Why does it matter? I might be missing something, but why does it matter if she's bi or lesbian? Is it such a big deal she is never to date a guy that people might disown her? I just don't get it. Not to belittle other people's experiences, but since Amber has had such a great reaction from her family already, it feels she wants there to be drama and something to talk about. How she's not accepted anymore when again everyone just took the news as they were. No drama, no cutting ties, no disowning. Pure bliss, unlike for many others who have to pretend to be straight or bi to keep peace in the family.
But my mom pretty much already knew, and she accepted it, and so now everybody knows, and I am a lesbian, and that's just how it goes. I do not like guys like that. I mean, it's just not my thing, and I did not choose to be this way. I just want to clarify that. So many people think it's a decision, and it's not at all. Like, it's not. And so many people think it's a sin, and it's not. I don't know how love could ever be a sin. I just can't comprehend it or wrap my mind around it.
See what I mean? She wants there to be drama, she wants people to argue with her, and she wants to fight for her right to being a lesbian when everyone around her is already fine with it. Why can't she just be happy about it and leave it there? There are more than enough bigots in the world to fight with. Don't start with your family and friends.
Because everything I went through to get to this point, I was able to find Crystal, and I love her so much, and for someone to call that a sin, I feel like they are sinning for judging, because how is it someone's right to judge who somebody loves? How is it somebody's right to vote upon if we should be married? I think it's wrong. I think that is where people need help, honestly. And I'm happy and proud to be who I am. Don't get me wrong, I don't walk down the street with my hand in my girlfriend's. You want to know why? Because people are rude, they're judgmental, and there are hate crimes everywhere. And yes, I live in fear outside of my home to be myself. I mean, I am proud of myself 100%, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like this world needs to change, and they need to start accepting people like me, because I'm no different than you. It doesn't matter if you like men, it doesn't matter if you like women. We are all the same, we all want love, and it doesn't matter gender. Love has no gender, it's that simple. Love has no gender. So that is my story, and I know it's probably really boring, but that's pretty much how my coming out story went down. I probably skipped some parts, but that's the gist of it. But remember, you guys, never judge somebody for who they love, because love is one of the most special things that comes with a human. So I just want to leave you guys with that.
What a weird ending rant. I really can't shake off the feeling she just wanted to be oppressed and wasn't. Seeing how other LGBTQ+ members were, she probably felt jealous for not having to have struggled as much as others do, instead of counting her blessings. Even now she gets to share her love online with the world, and Kay's family accepts them as a unit. Why couldn't she have recognized her privilege here instead of cry about how she's afraid to? I don't mean to offend anyone, and I'm strictly just talking about Amber here. I recognize the hate and fear members of LGBTQ+ have to deal with on day-to-day basis, and as an ally I see your pain and try my best, if not stand in front of you, then at least next to you. You are loved, you are important, you are full, you're you. Stay safe and love loud. Life with Amberlynn, the 16th of January, 2014. The 17th of January, 2014.
Hello everybody, tis me, tis me. What that meant was, this is me, and I'm not even sure why I said that. So I just got done with my workout, and I'm gonna go shower now, and I'll see you guys when I get out. Monkey, stop chewing on that. This is a moment in time.
I'm sure Kay loved you filming her feet and posting it online like that. So nice of you, so loving. True love right here, folks.
But for Valentine's Day, my girlfriend and I do want to do something. I think we want to like shop and then go out to eat, but we haven't yet decided any of that yet. We haven't asked. I know it's like in a month, but you know, we'll see. I remember there was a time where Crystal and I literally went out every single weekend and went shopping. Like, do you remember that? She nodded her head. I don't know what we were thinking. Like, literally every single weekend for months, it felt like. But now I wouldn't want to do that. I feel like, you know, yeah, I just wouldn't want to do that. You know, just doing it sometimes is fun, but I mean, I'm gonna say doing it every weekend's fun too, but I really do want to help with money and I just want to help around the house more. What are you doing?
Every weekend for months, shopping. With whose money, may I ask? It's not Amber's, that's for sure. And now she wants to help save up money. Beach, you don't even work. How are you helping with money? By not spending it. It's not yours to spend to begin with. The wardrobe, the witch, and the audacity of this beach.
So my girlfriend's mom came home from work with this little folder. And it says my recipes on it. She literally, at work, got a bunch of healthy recipes, like a lot, and then put breakfast, desserts, meat, poultry, seafood, sides, soups, and vegetarian, sorry. And she made all these for us to choose from, for her to make some nights. So
how thoughtful of her. I love Mommy K. She seems great and loving. She's actually trying to help her daughter.
So if you guys are curious, this is how we eat. Our breakfast is at 1:30. Well, a little before that. It depends because we wake up at 1. Breakfast is at 1:30. And then our dinner is usually between 5 and 6. And then we have... Did I say dinner? I meant to say lunch. See, I get confused. Our lunch is between 5 and 6. And then our dinner is at 9:30. And our snack is normally at 10:30.
What in the world is that schedule supposed to be? Waking up at 1 p.m. You joking? You have animals to take care of and you make them wait until 1 p.m. for you to feed them and take Monkey out. I hope someone else takes care of the animals in the morning. If not, that's animal a boss of the worst kind. 1/17/14 weigh-in, day 17/365, the 17th of January, 2014.
So for this one, I'm going to get straight to my weigh-in for those who just like to see my weigh-in and not really me talk because I'm gonna be talking. Yesterday I weighed in at 361.4. Today I weighed in at 361.8. So that is plus 0.4. And that means I have lost 58.2 in total. And that means I need 62.2 more pounds to lose till I get to 299.8.
She gained again? Not surprising. Her meals aren't healthy. They are filled with sodium from the canned beans. I doubt she isn't binging. How many more days will she keep this up before she quits weigh-ins?
I started this channel to lose weight. But I made it more about my life now and everything about me, coming from my fashion to makeup to just random facts about me to my life to my girlfriend to my likes, my dislikes, to vlogs every single day. I have made this channel just all about me instead of just my weight because I am so much more than an obese person.
Maybe she is, but the truth is, she's interesting because she's obese and a lolcow. Her weightless efforts are the reason so many people subscribe to her channel. They don't care about her as a person, they want to see something motivating either to lose weight with or to not gain weight with. There are most likely people who love Amber as she is, find her funny and as everything she wants people to see her as, but for most people she's a train wreck you can't look away from. For me, she serves as a way to understand toxic people, notice their patterns and mannerisms so I can better shield myself from them in the future.
There's somebody inside of me screaming to get out, and I'm trying my hardest to let her out, and I feel like every time I look down on the scale and I see something that I don't like, that girl gets pushed back down. And I want to meet her, and I will soon. I will. And there's something I have to do to meet her.
Oh, she was proud of that sentence, I can tell you that. Amber still doesn't understand her and her body are the same. She's not just half a brain floating inside a meat armor. She is the girl inside of her waiting to get out. She won't change to someone different by just losing weight. She'll always be who she is already today, and that's not going to change because Amber refuses to change.
I am going to stop weighing in daily.
There we have it, folks. She quit her first resolution for the year because she gained weight 2 days in a row. I don't blame her. It was a stupid idea to begin with. What I do find fault is her not thinking things through. Why set a goal like this when you know you can't handle things not going your way every day? That I do judge. 100 Days of Movement, Day 5, the 17th of January, 2014.
Oh, here I am, day 5. Now that's a solid number. Don't want to do this at all. I need to suck it up. I need to get on Nora, write her, and just suck it up.
She really loves looking at herself, doesn't she? I swear, if Amber had an ugly face she wouldn't be this cocky. She would have probably already lost that weight, but like I've said it before, she relies on her face card too much.
Well, there we go. I went 1,040, or see, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so exhausted. I went 1.047 miles. So I did a mile yet again. And look at that, 1,005 strides. I kind of like how that looks. Yay. We did it, Nora.
She already quit the weigh-ins. She's going to quit this next. I can smell it.
As you guys can tell, I'm like really honest to you guys, and I tell you guys how it is and the truth about me. So
the most honest YouTuber, right below Only On Boy.
I gotta be honest. I honestly cannot see myself doing this for 100 days. I can't imagine coming on here saying, 100th day I did it. Like, my life is so full of failure. Like, I have failed at everything I've ever tried to accomplish.
This is what frustrates me about her. She knows she's going to fail this. She's preparing her statements for when she finally doesn't feel like using Nora anymore. She's going to cry about it, whine about it, give excuse after excuse why she suddenly can't work out anymore because she's in pain or something else. If you know you won't be able to finish doing it, then why even start? If you have a defeated attitude from day one, are you really expecting it to change as time goes on? No, she's just going to fail, because she's a failure already. God, she's frustrating.
Guys, as much as I will sit here and say that I can't imagine me coming on here and saying I did this for 100 days. Even though I can't imagine it, doesn't mean that it can't be a reality.
Oh, shut up. You'll give up in 2 days. Chocolate Mint Cliff Bodybuilder Bar Review, the 17th of January, 2014.
Hello everybody, and welcome to my Cliff Builders Protein Bar Review. This is the chocolate mint flavor, and I got it at Walmart for $1 and something cents, and it is by Cliff.
I've never understood her food reviews. Why would a morbidly obese person go out of her way to try out foods and give reviews on them? Why does her focus lay on food so bad? Why not review other things instead? Books, movies, clothes, bags, Hello Kitty items, anything but food.
Some of the nutrition on here is 270 calories. I'm sure you guys are like, whoa, that's a lot, but it's not a lot if you are eating this as a post-op gym or if you are eating it for a breakfast. Let's see, fat is 8, 0 cholesterol, so that's a good thing for some people. There are 31 carbs, 4 fiber, and 20 protein. 20 protein. Now that is definitely something you should be eating when you first wake up. Protein is very, very important. So here I am about to open it and give you guys my first impression on how it looks.
Ugh, I can already smell it. Protein bars are indeed meant for bodybuilders, people who need to gain weight, people who struggle to keep on weight like elderly, not for morbidly obese women who struggle with weight loss.
Okay, so how it looks absolutely delicious. It looks nothing like I thought it would. I honestly didn't think it was going to be covered in chocolate like so. So that's a good start. So now I'm going to take a bite and be 100% honest. Here we go.
She hates it.
It is freaking good. Let me show you the inside. I don't know if you guys can see that very good. But it honestly tastes nothing like I thought. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know, what does it remind me of? Kind of like a candy. Like, it honestly is delicious. I'm gonna take one more bite just to get the full effect.
That's because it is candy with protein added to it. It's 270 calories, 8 grams of fat, 20 grams of protein. That's all good, right? Wrong. It also has 31 grams of carbs, 20 grams just sugar. It's a fucking chocolate bar. Are you kidding me? That is not a healthy thing to eat. Life with Amberlynn, the 17th of January, 2014, the 18th of January, 2014.
I don't want to put away my clothes. Yeah, that was scary. So, gotta be honest. I'm not feeling motivated today. I'm not feeling anything besides depression because the scale is pissing me off.
Oh, for crying out loud. She posts 5 videos a day and keeps repeating the same things over and over again. Just post once a day and did everything at once.
Having a sweet moment, and she was looking over at her plushies and she hops up like a ninja. Like I thought there was a spider on the wall. And this is what she wanted. This is what she was looking at and wanted to show me. So that's her tattoo, which says love. How long ago did you get it? years. And let me just tell you, like, if you knew her, she's like a gentle thing. So the fact that she even got a tattoo, let alone 2, shocks the shit out of me, I have to say. But anyways, we were hugging and she hopped up like a ninja sauce. And I'm like, what are you even doing? She's like, oh, look, I never even noticed. There's my tattoo on his forehead. And I'm like, all that for that?
Crystal, you liar. Everyone knows Gara has love tattooed to his forehead. Don't give me that bullshit. Oh, I never noticed. Bullshit.
So this is what I'm having for part of my dinner. It's a roasted potatoes with bacon and a cheese sauce. I saw it at the store last weekend and I thought it looked really, really good. There is 2 servings in a bag. Each serving is 140 calories. You guys cannot see that. I will be eating the whole bag, so that's 280 calories.
That looks like a lot of food. Even with the calories being 240, does she really need to have the whole bag?
I'm also having some carrots. What else goes on? Fat is 7, protein is 5. I don't really know what else you guys want to look at, but yeah, so I'm excited to try it. So this is what it looks like. It looks a lot better in person, I can say that. But one thing you should know about me is I love potatoes in any form besides raw, which is pretty normal, or pickled. Pickled potatoes are the grossest thing ever. But yeah, I love potatoes in any way, and I have a feeling this will be tasty, but I'll probably take a bite on camera.
It was supposedly almost 300 grams. Why does it look so little? Certainly there was more of it. That looks a few spoonfuls to me, and if that's going to be 240 calories, I'll say not worth it again.
So here we go. Yes, please. I want more.
And that's the face she makes when she likes her food. Unlike the face she made with the Cliff Bar. Okay, it's been a long video, but we'll finish it with a short and sweet one. Girlfriend tells a joke. The 18th of January, 2014.
Amberlynn, why did the cow cross the road?
Why did the cow cross the road, Crystal?
It was utterly lost.
Or, Crystal is cute, and we are done for the day. I think I fried my brain reacting to these videos, but you know what? Anything for you lot, anything for you. I think it's going to be another few more days until Amber quits her workouts, her weight loss, and her wanting to help save some money for the family. As soon as things get tough, she quits and jumps headfirst to the dam. But she knows this by now, and now we know it too.
Thanks for watching.